move into the North London derby section of the show. A lot of Arsenal fans think they're going to smash Tottenham. A lot of Tottenham fans are really confident of a win. Big Ann just said, we will scare Arsenal and we will attack at the Emirates. I want to go to the away team first. Chatty Patty, how confident are you? How confident are you of going to the Emirates and beating them?
If I'm being real, I'm not confident. I'm confident that we'll play a better brand of football and that we'll look better. But to say we're going to go and beat them, that's a tall ask. We've seen teams that are more set, been together a lot longer. We're only 5 games in. So it's annoying in the sense that this game has come so early in our new season. You know, we're only 5 games in. Arsenal away is a tough game, man, regardless of who you are in the league. For us, it's a horrible fixture. We haven't won there since 2010. And we were 2-0 down in that game. We came back and won 3-2. I think Kabul scored a winner, a header. We've not won there in like forever. The last 12 games, we've lost 8 times. So if you put it into context, it's a tough ask to, and that's when we finished 2nd in the league, 3rd in the league, 3rd in the league, 4th, whatever. We've always gone there and struggled. Arsenal are a good team. They're probably the best they've been since we've been playing that fixture, since 2010, finishing 2nd in the league. This is the best Arsenal version we've seen in a long time. So to say I'm confident going there, that would be I know some Spurs fans are doing that, but I think that they're lying to themselves if they're saying that. I think I'm confident I'm going to see a better version of Tottenham. We're going to actually try and take the game to them. If we do that for the whole 90 minutes, rock and roll style, almost like a Leeds United under Bielsa on steroids, it would be crazy. You have to respect Arsenal. They're a good team. We've got to also suck up some pressure and hit them. We're good enough. We score a lot of goals. We're a good team now, as everyone's saying. But we've also got to respect who they are, what they're doing. We're away from home. It's going to be a tough game, man. So I can't sit here and say, oh, yeah, I'm confident we're going to go there and beat them. That would be mad. But football is football. At the end of the day, if Arsenal and all the Arsenal fans are so overconfident, think they're going to smash us. I've seen all the comments. Yeah, you're going to get smashed. You're going to get this. And they disrespect us. We can beat them. Arsenal have lost to lesser teams than us. So yeah, like I'm hearing hums. I don't know why am I hearing hums in the background?
My Nigerian brother, Patrick.
We can beat this Arsenal team. Of course we can. But will we? That's a different question. So, anything can happen in football, man. We've got the quality to do it. We've been playing well so far. Big Ange's definitely changed the mentality in this team. You're seeing guys starting to come to life. So we'll see, man. But yeah, it's a tough ask, man. It's a tough game. Probably the toughest game we played.
Before I go to the Arsenal boys, there's a quote here from James Maddison today. And I'm asking this question. I want to go to, I don't know who first. Gal first on this one. If you ask the Arsenal camp, I don't think it's a brilliant time that they'd want to play us, i.e. Spurs, because we've started the season so well.
This is the exact time we want to play them. We want to crush their confidence. You're going to come here, you're going to get the first biggest L of your season. And the reason this happens every year, guys, this genuinely happens every year. It's deja vu. It's like they write the script and it's the same script every year. It's Arsenal v Tottenham. When 2 teams are early in the season, Tottenham are always looking like the better team. Tottenham are always looking like the team that's on the up. Tottenham always looks like they're doing something. They have a new manager almost every other year also. So it's fitting to the same Ange story. New manager, new style of play, new everything. And guess what happens? The same old story. You come to the Emirates, you're all confident, all cocky, all everything. And by halftime, half your fan base has left the stadium. That's what happens every year. So
stop lying, what are you talking about?
Genuinely. No, I could tell you. I went to the game when Aubameyang and them scored 3 goals at half. Last year, we had you guys buried early in the game. The year before that, it ended 2-1. You want me to keep going? You guys have only beaten us twice in the Emirates era. I don't know where the confidence comes from. I get why Patrick is being reserved. This is not at you, Patrick. This is more at your fans. I'm seeing some of your fans talking about how this Ange Postecoglou is going to come to us and he's going to play us off the park. What? We're going to control the game meticulously, and you guys won't even have many chances. The way you guys play, you create a lot of chances, but you also give up a lot of chances. The way we play, we might not be creating as many chances as you guys, but we don't give up as many chances. And the way we control games, you're going to be suffocated. Nobody wants to play us, besides maybe the teams that think they're on our level. And I don't think you guys are even close to our level. I think I seen Mark Goldbridge say it. It's like, so you guys are like an excited animal that's being let out of a cage for the first time because you haven't played attacking football in a while. But now that you're playing attacking football, guess what? You guys think you guys can compete with everybody else. You're gonna really be humbled on the weekend, and just be prepared for it.
Gal, you talk a lot of shit, you know. You really do.
Bro, what did I say?
Everything I said is essentially what you said. I don't know.
No, I wasn't aiming it at you. Understand? This is not at you. I'm actually disappointed that you're here and not George, because George literally said the exact same script from last year.
Hey,
before every game.
Igal, let's be honest. Forget all that. What we just saw a few minutes ago, my people. Patrick has learnt from his crimes of last season. He knows if I come on here with chest and what I really feel, how I really feel about my Spurs boys right now, he knows. He knows Sunday's stream is going to be long for him. So he can, and little bits of the old Patrick. Hold on. Little bits of the old Patrick snuck in towards the end of his monologue. He's like, but this is football. Then like little anecdotes he threw it in there just to show the old Patrick's in there. But Patrick, we know you're confident about this game, but it's for no reason. Just like Igal said, we've seen this script. We've seen this script many times, bro. And you can't tell me. I'm just analyzing what I see, my brother.
No. I know how our results are, and like I said, and I'm just talking the truth. I've seen much better teams. Pochettino, when we were like the best team in the country over the calendar year, when we finished second, all of that stuff, and we've come to the Emirates and got beat. So for me to come here and say we're gonna, come on, you got to be real. But the gal's talking like Arsenal have been scintillating this season. They haven't. You drew 2-2 with Fulham. You just about beat Everton. Like you obviously, you beat PSV, but they're not a great team. Let's be real. Are we not on the same point? So yeah, but what I'm trying to say is that the way you're talking, you're gonna get this, you're gonna get suffocated. How do you know? Every game is different.
Because we're playing the long game. We're playing the long game. You guys are like a kid in a candy store. You've never been here before. You're just trying to do everything. You're trying to enjoy all of it. But the reality is, if you actually analyze the way we're playing, we concede less chances than you. We have more control over the game than you. We honestly, we might not be playing scoring as many goals as you, but the way that we play is more sustainable throughout the year. What you guys are doing, what you guys have been doing for the first 5 games, what you guys have been doing for the first 5 games, as I said, it's refreshing for your fan base. But the reality is, we have yet to see what is going to happen when you face a real test. When you face a real test, who have you faced?
But that's the same question to you. Who have you faced?
We faced big teams. Unlike you. We played Manchester United. We played them. We beat them.
They played Man U as well. They played Man U.
That's the only team we've played. But outside of that, guess what? We played in the Champions League. You played in the League Cup and lost. You haven't been playing real.
We made 9 changes ago. What are you talking about? You said who have we played? We both essentially played the same level of teams.
Oh, but you made a comment.
I don't really understand, but my comment is you're telling me we're going to get played off the park and this and that. You don't know. Like, you're overdoing it. Like, we just got to go into the game and see what's what.
But
Gal, quick one, yeah. I know you were saying that obviously Arsenal play a much more sustained sustained kind of style of football, which is, can be kind of maintained over a season, right? And I actually agree. But we're talking about one game. Now, I hear the stats that are in your favor 100%.
And the mental edge.
Right now, is Maddison not right in what he's saying? That, you know what, facing Spurs maybe in January, when of course they might have their hiccups, new manager and all that.
I actually wanted them to be
more discreet. It might be more difficult facing them now, because you haven't once said that it's going to be a difficult game.
Bro,
I don't think none of you guys said that.
It's not. This is actually going to be the easiest North London derby in the last 5 years. The honest truth. Based on how they set up, we will find out if it's the easiest derby we played in the last 5 years or if it's the hardest. Because Ange has one job to do. He needs to actually get his tactics correct. Because if he's going to come to our house and try to play the same way as he said, that is the biggest false move. That's the biggest mistake.
That's suicide. I'm not going to lie. That's suicide.
We know if you come to the Emirates and you put your center halves at the halfway line, you're not beating us. We're gonna break you apart, and we're gonna leave you exposed. At the end of the day, you're gonna leave sad. And this is why I'm excited. This is why before Tottenham used to play a style of football that was against what we did. It would actually play it would be benefiting them the way they play, counting us on the counter attack for the last couple of years, and we still somehow broke them down. So imagine if they now come, have their two center halves in the halfway line, have their left back and right back pushing up forward, and we have our wingers coming in behind and Jesus doing his thing. Bro, I am more excited about this game being much easier than the last three.
They could only do that, but Tottenham could only do that tactic and only play with their centre backs really high up and have their full backs high up if they had more possession of the ball and were dominating you. If you've got possession of the ball, they're not going to be able to go and do that. Now, no one does that if the other team's got the ball, which means that there's going to be spacing behind you guys.
No, but Jerry, this is what I'm saying in it. Like, I'm going to be honest. Like, Tottenham are playing well this season. I'm not going to throw that away. Andrew's got the boys balling. They're doing their thing. But every time I watch them play, there's one thing that's always consistent: is they concede chances, bro. Yeah, concede multiple chances, and you can't come to the Emirates and concede those type of chances because we're going to capitalize on them, and that's why Eagle has the confidence. Obviously, it's still a North London derby. At the end of the day, we get a chance to see Maddison against Odegaard, even though that's not a conversation for me, but we get a chance to see it. We get a chance to see Bissouma versus Declan Rice. There's a lot of things we see, but if these Spurs boys want us to be taking them seriously, they got to go and get a result at the Emirates, bro. Yeah, like, other than that, hold on. I never said you have to get a result at the Emirates. I said if you want us to take this team seriously, we can take you for the joke that we always have, or if you want us to be taken seriously, bro, then you got to get a result at the Emirates, bro.
You only finished above us once last season,
bro. Regardless of all that, bro.
Even if we don't win this game, we've
you want to talk about last season?
Above.
Do you want to talk about last season?
Bro,
I remember last year you were talking about last season. Let me talk about last season. We bopped you at your house, beat you 2-0. We bopped you at the Emirates, beat you 3-0, and this is pretty much the same team.
Let me finish.
We can do that again.
Nigel was talking about taking us seriously, this and that. We've consistently lost at the Emirates and still been a much better team. So all of this, it's one game, innit? Let's relax. Let's have it right.
You guys have a mental lapse when it comes to the North London derby at the Emirates.
And likewise when you come to our
ground. No, guess what? We did that. Let me land. 17 years. You have only beaten us at the Emirates twice. We have done that in the last 10 years. We've beaten you more than twice.
Gal, let me finish my point, man. You keep butting in. What I was saying, and what rightfully so, we've consistently lost at the Emirates, and it's not ended our season. No one's going to say, if Tottenham lose tomorrow or Sunday, whenever it is, they're not going to be a serious team. No one knows, innit? It's early days. Also, as well, I don't think Big Ange is going to be that naive to try and play rock and roll football at the Emirates and go toe-to-toe with essentially one of the best footballing teams in the country. He's not going to be silly, innit? We're going to obviously set up a bit differently. And this is why I'm excited. I'm excited to see what's what. And also about this thing about us conceding chances. You guys are also conceding chances and letting in goals.
At the same rate as you lot.
Fulham has scored
at the same rate as you lot.
Man United scored against you. I don't really understand what this whole notion.
Our chances are individual errors. Your chances are spaces.
Individual errors, whatever it is, you're conceding
spaces, goals. Bro. But are we conceding the same amount of chances, though?
It doesn't matter.
Let me give you.
No, but that's what I'm referring to. You concede a lot of early chances, Pat, and we're going to take those chances. That's how we're going to be.
How do you
That's
know?
what I'm telling you.
Patrick, the reality is, just look at the Burnley game alone. You were away from home. Yes, you guys won the game and you scored 5 goals. But at the end of the day, you gave them 16 chances. If you give Arsenal those kind of chances, even less than that,
maybes, man.
Bro, but this is what we're here for. We're predicting, bro. But that's what we're here on the show to do. Is that not what we're here to do?
Go to another game. One more. The Brentford game. The Brentford game. I'm dealing with facts here. 16 chances against Burnley, 11 chances against Brentford. You're telling me you give Arsenal
how many of those shots were shots on target?
We're burying you.
A gal. How many of those shots were shots on target? Because all this chances nonsense is how many of those were actual proper shots on target, not chances. A chance could be a guy moons it to the rosette or kicks it out of back.
I'm going to do with facts. 11 shots against for Brentford, 16 shots for what do you call it?
On target.
For Burnley.
Hey Pat, my brother, the fact that you can't come on this stream and say Spurs are gonna win this game. So what are we doing here? Why are we debating, bro? You can't even say Spurs are going to win this game. So what's the debate here?
They're going to win the game, but also all the stuff.
So that's why we can't take you seriously, bro. That's why. That's exactly why. We can't take you seriously if you can't pump your chest to say you're going to come and get a result. That's what I'm saying. We'll take you for what you are until you come to the Emirates and get a result. If you do, then we take you seriously. That's what we're trying to say, and you're not accepting that, bro. Whereas you're already in the mindset of it.
I'm gonna cut the bench.
I'm gonna come back to you guys in a minute. I want to go to some.